Digital Signal Processing online lecture series. Myself, Rima Ravid from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology. In today's session, the topic is to find the homogeneous solution of the given equation from the unit discrete time signals and system. Okay, so let us start with that. The homogeneous solution is a solution which is provided for a discrete sequence using some fundamentals for the given instant values. So in today's session we are going to consider one example for which we are asked to find homogeneous solution. In this topic, this is the last topic of this unit number 2. So this is asked in 7-marker question to find the homogeneous solution. So let us start with one example. So let us consider the data as you are asked to find a homogeneous solution or a solution for the homogeneous equation given to you. Homogeneous solution for y of n minus 3y of n minus 1 minus 4y of n minus 2, that is equals to x of n, where y of minus 1 is 5 and y of minus 2 is 0. Okay, so this is the data given to you. In the equation you are given two values, that is y of minus 1 and y of minus 2, and we are going to use this in the solution. Okay, so let's start. So first of all, whenever you are asked to find the solution for a homogeneous equation, you will take x of n equals to 0. So the first step will be this. So in the given equation, that is y of n minus 3y of n minus 1 minus 4y of n minus 2, you will take a right hand side part, that is x of n 0. Okay, so the equation will be y of n minus 3y of n minus 1 minus 4y of n minus 2, that will be equals to 0. Okay, now let us take y of n, that is equals to lambda raised to n, that is our one constant. So here taking y of n equals to lambda raised to n, your equation will be lambda raised to n minus 3 lambda raised to n minus 1 minus 4 lambda raised to n minus 2, that will be equals to 0. Okay, now if I am taking lambda raised to n minus 2 common from the above equation, it will be lambda square. Why? Because to make the term over here lambda raised to n, this should be lambda raised to 2, right? So over here lambda raised to 2 minus 3 lambda, to make the term over here n minus 1. Okay, so this will be minus 3 lambda minus 4, because here we have taken lambda raised to n minus 2 common, right? So this will be equals to 0. Okay, so now this will go to this side, making it 0. Okay, so the next will be lambda raised to 2 or lambda square minus 3 lambda minus 4, that will be equals to 0. Okay, so this becomes a quadratic equation for which we can find the solution having two different values. Okay, so let's solve that. So here we have got lambda square minus 3 lambda minus 4 equals to 0. Okay, so using the quadratic equation solution, we will get two factors over here, 4 and minus 1. Okay, so lambda will be equals to either 4 or minus 1. Okay, so these are the solutions if this 2, right? Because here 3 into 1 will, 3 plus 1 equals to 4, right? Or else 4 into 1 equals to 4, right? So according to the fractions we are getting over here, that is 4 into 1 equals to 4, will set this term, and 4 minus 1 will give you 3, right? So this will make the minus 4 and this will give the plus 1, giving the term between term minus 3 and this as 4. Okay, so using this solution we can get lambda equals to 4 or lambda equals to minus 1, right? So now this equation will be represented in terms of two different constants, that are C1 and C2, which will give y of n equals to C1 into 4 raised to n plus C2 into minus 1 raised to n. Okay, give this as equation number 1. Okay, now in this equation first of all we will take n equals to 0 and n equals to 1. Okay, so now first of all for n equals to 0 in equation 1 we will get y of 0, because we have taken n equals to 0, which will give C1 into 1, right? Why? Because 4 raised to 0 will be 1 plus C2 into minus 1 raised to 0, that will give 1, right? So this will give the equation y of 0 equals to C1 plus C2. We will name it as equation number 2. Now we will place n equals to 1 in equation number 1. Okay, so that will be y of 1, that is equals to C1 into 4 raised to 1, that means 4, so it will be 4C1 minus C2. Why? Because here it will be minus 1 raised to 1, that will give minus 1, so minus 1 into C2, that is minus C2. Okay, so y of 1 equals to 4C1 minus C2. This is as equation number 3. Now we will solve these two equations, that is y of 0 and y of 1, to get the value of C2, and then we will place the value of C2 in this equation to get to get C1. Okay, so from this we can say that adding these two terms, that means y of 0 plus y of 1, that will be equals to, as you can see over here, C1 plus 4C1, that will give you 5C1, and C2 plus minus C2, that will cancel out by giving C1 equals to y of 0 plus y of 1 by 5. Okay, give it as equation number 4. Now what we will do is we will place n equals to 0 and n equals to 1 in the given original sequence, or else original equation. Okay, so the next step is to place n equals to 0 and n equals to 1 in the original equation, or else original equation given to you in the data, right? So the original sequence is what? Original data is y of n minus 3y of n minus 1 minus 4y of n minus 2, that is equals to 0, right? By taking x of n equals to 0. So let us first of all write down the original equation, which is y of n minus 3y of n minus 1 minus 4y of n minus 2, that is equals to 0. Okay, so first of all placing n equals to 0, we will get y of 0 minus 3y of 0 minus 1, that means minus 1, minus 4y of 0 minus 2, that means y of minus 2 equals to 0, right? But here in the data, the value of y of minus 1 and y of minus 2 is provided, which is y of minus 1 is 5 and y of minus 2 is 0. So let's place that values. So here y of 0 minus 3, y of minus 1 is 5, minus 4, y of minus 2 is 0. So that is equals to 0. We can shift this on the right side so that we can get the value of y of 0. So that will becomes to 3 into 5, 15, and this will become 0. So we will get y of 0 equals to 15, right? Now we will place n equals to 1 in the given equation. So this will become y of 1 minus 3y of 1 minus 1, that is 0, minus 4y of 1 minus 2, that means minus 1 equals to 0. Now we have obtained already y of 0 over here, that is 15, and y of minus 1 is already given to us, that is 5. So let us place these two values in the equation. So y of 1 minus 3 y of 0. So minus 3 y of 0 is 15, minus 4 y of minus 1 is 5, that is equals to 0. This will become y of 1, that is equals to 45, that is 15 3s are 45 plus 5 4s are 20. So y of 1 will be equals to 65. Okay. So these are the values of y of 0 and y of 1. Okay. Now we will place these values y of 0 and y of 1 in the equation of C1 so that we can get the value of C1, and then we will place the value of C1 into any of this equation to get C2. Okay. So let us do that. So now from equation number 4, from equation number 4, C1 will be equals to y of 0 plus y of 1 by 5, where y of 0 is 15 plus y of 1 is 65 by 5, that will give us the value 80 by 5, that will be equals to 16. Okay. So here C1 will be equals to 16, and we will place this in the equation which is C1 plus C2 equals to y of 0, where y of 0 is 15. So plus C2, which will make C2 equals to minus 1. Okay, that means 15 minus 16 will give minus 1. So we have obtained the values of C1 and C2, right? And now we will place this in equation number 1, which will give us the final solution of the equation. Okay. So the final answer will be y of n, that is equals to C1, which is 16 4 raised to n, minus C2 minus 1 raised to n, that means here it is, this is C1 into 4 raised to n plus C2 into minus 1 raised to n. So C1, that is 16 into 4 raised to n, plus C2 is minus 1, so here it is minus 1 into minus 1 raised to n. So this is the final answer of the homogeneous solution, right? Let us revise them quickly. So see, in homogeneous solution, the equation is given to you is like this, and two values are given to you, that is y of minus 1 and y of minus 2. Okay. So first step will be, you have to take x of n equals to 0, So by taking this right hand side term 0, we will have y of n minus 3y of n minus 1 minus 4y of n minus 2, that is equals to 0, right? We will take y of n equals to lambda raised to n now. So the equation will become lambda raised to n minus 3 lambda raised to n minus 1 minus 4 lambda raised to n minus 2, that will becomes to 0. Now we'll take lambda raised to n minus 2 term common, so that this term will become lambda square minus 3 lambda minus 4 equals to 0. Now we will solve this quadratic equation by getting the factor lambda equals to 4 or lambda equals to minus 1. Using these two factors, the equation will be c1 into 4 raised to n, that means first factor, plus c2 into minus 1 raised to n, that means second factor. Okay. Now we will find c1 and c2 to get the final output, that is y of n. Okay, so for that, first of all we need to place n equals to 0 and 1 in this equation number 1 to get y of 0 and y of 1. By adding this 2, we will get c1. Now the next step will be, we have to place n equals to 0 and 1 in the original equation. So this will give us two equations, and using which we can find y of 0 and y of 1, because the values are given to you in the data, right? Now using these two values, we will find the c1 value from equation number 4, and from c1 we can find c2. So after finding c1 and c2, we will place this in the equation number 1, that is this y of n equals to c1 into 4 raised to n plus c2 into minus 1 raised to n, and here c1 and c2 are 16 and minus 1, which will give the output y of n equals to 16 4 raised to n minus 1 into minus 1 raised to n. Okay, this is how you can find the solution for the homogeneous equation. Okay, these are the references.